Well, it looks like when you get some bad news, you get more bad news. Damn, man. I knew about the Department of Homeland Security, and I think DHS doesn't stand for Department of Homeland Security because it has nothing to do with the Constitution of the United States. It has everything to do with Nazism. So I think DHS stands for Defending Hitler's Swastika. That's what they're really about, and it's amazing watching some of these people talk who are in this organization. They actually think highly of it. I don't believe it, but they're not defending the people of the United States. They're working for the elite. Anyway, the Department of Homeland Security, we know they stockpiled more than 1.6 billion bullets, which is enough to carry on a war for decades. Now they're also getting 2,717 mine-resistant armor-protected vehicles. They were retrofitted, like looking down on this thing, the Department of Homeland Security, or defending Hitler's swastika, through the U.S. Army Forces Command, retrofitted 2,717 of these mine-resistant protected vehicles for service on the streets of the United States of America. So I think some of this stuff about collapse and all this kind of stuff, that might be real. Might be real, like financial collapse, because what could possibly cause, a whole bunch of people in the United States to really cause like civil unrest? Maybe if the government falls apart, be due to debt. I don't know. It seems like something's coming down. I don't like to say this too much because sometimes when the stories come out like this, it's not going to come out next week, next month, or the next 2 months. But it's not like really, really far away either. But it's interesting, they're getting like tanks basically set to go on the street so they can fire, they can raid houses, I guess. They can go out the back and raid houses. They'll be protected. They'll have like a fire support center in this roaming tank that runs on the streets and rescue people. Police rescue. My God. Anyway, so I'm going to post a link on this story. This is pretty bad news, to tell you the truth, but what can I say? It's interesting, though, and just be awake and be alert as to what's going on. But I'd like to know who the hell actually works for Homeland Security, People are people, It's like you got to educate people, because anybody that works for Homeland Security, they got to be taught that what they're doing is working for evil people, basically. Unless, maybe they consciously know it and they don't give a shit and they're getting paid. Who knows? Who knows? But it would be interesting to, get the seeds out, like in other words, of a virus to the elite. Because, within a lot of the police and stuff, the police don't necessarily like all this crap. Now, if you're in the Department of Homeland Security, I don't know. I don't know why the hell you're joining that garbage, because that's like a Gestapo. But, a national police force. But, if you're a regular cop, there's a lot of regular cops that ain't liking this stuff. But, I'd like to get the message out here to regular people, because we got to spread the word on this. This basically, DHS is actually about defending Hitler's swastika, because they're doing everything in the world to protect the ideals of Nazi Germany, not protect the ideals of the United States of America. So, I'd like to know where the Jewish Defense League sits on this too, because this is really bad news, man. This is really like, this is Nazism going on in the United States right now, when you got tanks patrolling the streets of America, to rescue people. My God, that's insane.